Alright, here we go. Oops, wrong button. Back to the chemist's last experiment. Don't care. Ooh, what's down here? State troopers.
Is Mayfield still drinking?
The only thing down here? It's down at the other end. I feel that there's something here. I don't know, the chest. You know, for a paradise, this place is dirty.
Something on your mind? You and your pen pal seem to be getting along.
Don't make it small. When you say it like that, it sounds stupid.
Whoa, take it easy. Didn't realize you were so wrapped up.
You're doing it again.
Wow.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Wow, lots to sell.
I'll keep it down.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top?
Something on your mind?
What is it now? Yeah, and I'd really like a new hammersmith. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort. Hey, were you awarded most persons profiled 6 non-consecutive months in a row? Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and face.
Alright, so I reloaded it just to be on the safe side because it looked like I missed some stuff from pausing it. So let's grab it all again real quick.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind. I can take a hint.
That's far enough.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Bit of a live wire.
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
That's a gentle, womanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage. We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters.
What?
I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. It seems I have you to thank for my current house guests. Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species, and sicker.
Is that why everyone in Edgewater was so sick? Not a plague, but vegetables?
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the common cold could seem like a plague. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability... Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says.
The unemployed.
Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. The one on the wanted posters? I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Wow.
Wrong answer.
They're on us!
So basically, the only good thing is I have to either I bribe them or I let her work with the board. All right, reloading.
That's far.
Yep. Your LA mind tricks won't. Oh, okay.
If anyone ever tried...
Hagen.
That's a jet.
This is a... What happened?
Orders to airlock your sleeping friends if I don't report in.
I'll tell you everything, just don't hurt them.
That's a rare dose of sincerity for Byzantium.
What are you doing, Doctor?
You can write me up. I'm researching a new... It seems...
Is that why I've...
The lack of the food, I believe.
Okay.
Look around. We learned. There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects. I'm desperate. It's been missing for over
Imagine losing.
How'd you lose?
The board is I prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of
Damn
very
it.
terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but...
we haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. You came to kill me. I assume that if I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing.
I try not to, at least when it...
I hope you know what you're...
It seems like...
Everything I did... The one on the wanted posters? I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What? Did you hit your head on your... I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your... Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such. Hey.
I wonder if that'd fix Edgewater. Guess we'll never know.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Now that the dog stopped barking, I can turn the mic back on. Alright. So we bribed him. She's gonna work with Dr. Phineas, and we'll see how this plays out. So we're gonna go back to talk to her. We'll do that after we're done here. Finn Hill States, huh? A lot of load times, jeez. And nothing else. Oh, hey. That's where I'm supposed to be on my bad, my worst behavior. Wow. Alright.
Marilyn, is that you?
Loss! We certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Um. Spit on the floor, fancy place. Oh my god, it's should I do? Oh man, do what she wants me to do, or should I be a little nicer? Hmm. Um. Hmm.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. She's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
we did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Talk about the making lemon slaps out of women.
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Uh-huh. 18,000? Damn! First, let's, Oh. Oh, I see, I can take the cigarettes, but I can't take the booze. I don't want that crap anyways.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Oh, could you please leave quietly now?
Let's talk outside.
More load screens. Hallelujah. Alright. That was quick. So let's step outside. Can't we talk? Let's do it.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
They shouldn't have gotten so upset. Do you think you were making the scene, quite the scene? What?
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwaves. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Work through it on your own time? What? Oh my god. That sounds familiar.
I'd love to know how you'd describe getting kneecapped. but I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and... something...
Didn't really agree to it, but alright. Where is this place? We're going... Alright. Way over there.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnston...
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored flour nuggets.
My dear fellow,
My dear fellow.
Spacer's Choice Adrenal.
That episode from a few weeks ago was...
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Seriously. Okay. More load times. Back to Monarch.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Name of the house. See, there's got to be something you can do for these other worlds. They don't. Oh, okay. That's uninhabitable. Where? See, you. Yeah, where? And what is this? Oh wow, Fallbrook. That's right.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Load times. Alright, we're here. Alright. Whoa, crap. You got a box.
I do.
And a pooch.
Actually gonna wrap it and use it as like...
Gangsta?
No.
Or trap?
W-R-A-P, honey. W-R-A-P.
You gonna trap?
No.
What about dubstep?
Nope.
Remix?
Not a chance.
Re-rap?
No. No, at all. I'm gonna wrap it in contact paper and use it as a box to put like my scrapbooking and planning.
So it's shut my dirty whore mouth, huh?
No.
I see you're still in one piece. However,
No,
you
it's
never
I'm
know when
just
that can
trying
change.
to
Consider our
upcycle.
accidentally
What
torn
would you
into
like for
tiny
dinner?
fragments coverage.
You want me
Note
to
that
order
all
a pizza or
refragments must be
something?
recovered and must be smaller than a
that's
standard bit
spaghetti.
cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I don't have any red sauce, I don't think. I can try making it, but I don't know what I got to make it.
You have Alfredo?
Yeah, we do have that.
Or I could just have some butter on it.
Some butter.
Some butter.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork. Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
Oh, damn.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
A word, Captain?
Wait, science.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it. I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch. If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh? Something on your mind?
Oh yeah. So she's full. Maxed, I guess. Pavardi's not quite there. God, stupid dress. I mean, God almighty, stretching that shit out. Ugh. Yeah, see, I don't really use any of these, so I'm not gonna waste my time. See, why would that be the case? Seems like they would have given you, like, even if it was 5% or something like that with weird ass cat, you know, with guns, something lower, you know. Oh, that's why. So you got that. Okay, that's why they have the per kill. But again, why would they add this down here, though? Specific. I guess I could add more. That's about all I really... Wait, what? Base armor rating? That'd be kind of cool. Plasma, huh? Ring stack inflict -1 armor. Which is pretty much all I'm doing. %walk and run. I do run a lot. Wait, what is this? Oh, I already did that. Oh my god, more load times. Wait, so that a framed check? I'm a dirty as what? I'm gonna clean my
internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there?
so weird. Getting it on with Sam. Okay. So Ellie's done. Phoenix is done. She's done. Bavardi is not. Vickers done. You don't have any for Sam. Which is interesting. Sam literally has no missions.
Dust accumulation and thank you, customer Sam.
Interesting. Yeah, whatever. Back to Terra 2. Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Okay, so no need for Vardy.
Your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
I'm a nice guy on occasion. So you're gonna have Bavardi. We'll keep Ellie. Alright. So we gotta go turn that in. I didn't botch any, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we gotta go find some fancy clothes. Fancy clothes. That's right, I can't do anything with them. Stream! Oh, I guess I shouldn't do that. I don't want to give anybody fits. This one doesn't feel as fleshed out as the others. But it feels like it's an end zone. Yeah, the last place. Did you just... What was that?
Anti-Cleo's pipe
in your
pack.
ship.
All of the benefits
Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here?
Damn.
And how did they ever get permission to land?
Buffer. Yeah, so there's a lot of places. And I know if it's somebody named, you can talk to them, but there's a lot of places you can't go into here. Yeah, that was worthless.
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy brew. Watch out for hour 3.
I've always loved
Alright.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
With the hips? Giggity. Oh, nice. We could steal. See, it's just the Duchess. I just want to steal all this stuff so I can sell it back to him. I don't have a high enough sneak.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Damn it.
I don't know, I've never seen a marauder. Byzantium is long overdue. I've heard rumors. You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you. Fabulous!
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor...
Copyright.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye.
Wow.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. For you, anything.
Giggity.
Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please. I'm not some common button-monger, darling. Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days. You're very welcome.
What?
I can't wait to see...
If I do somehow drop dead in here, promise me you'll drag my corpse somewhere with monsters.
What can I do for you, darling?
Wow, it's like I could have sworn I chose that earlier. She just sells armor. Alright. It's a good place to stop for a minute. I can go get something to eat. Get back a little later.